Welcome back to Talk Solent, the chat show where we share our regional views of news catching our eye and some national and international too. Joining me on the sofa today are Mike Andros Zaeus, Mike Stratton and Helen Davies. Now, pressure is on to bring back and maintain funding for the Isle of Wight Walking Festival, particularly from the Isle of Wight Labour Party after the Island Council withdrew its financial support. The event has an 18-year history. So, walking festivals, let's ask, could events like these be a great way to cut the rate of obesity all over the UK? So who'd like to start on this one?
Is this just a big walk? Sorry. I just started on this one, everyone.
No, go on, Helen. I was actually going to come to you first. I had a feeling.
Sorry.
Go on.
That'll be me then. There it is. Is this just a big walk that everybody does? Is that what it is? I'm just trying to understand what it is. So walking festival is just a big walk that everybody does to get
Well, in
there.
its 18 years, the event became one of the biggest festivals of its type in Europe, with over 300 walks in its main May programme and autumn walking weekend. Okay. Yes, so it's a
big walk.
Sounds like the rambling thing they used to do back in the 70s.
Yeah.
These rambling associations. Mum and I used to go on them 40 plus years ago.
It shouldn't just be on the Isle of Wight, should it? If we, if we've got this obesity crisis, then we should have them all over the country.
Very, very good thing.
That'd
Very
be a good thing, though. But if you're anything like me, I drive to the local shop. It's quicker sometimes to walk. But
at least you're honest. Well, you just told the whole of Southern Hampshire that. So.
No, but the thing is,
it's a very healthy thing. Walking. It really is.
Yeah,
it's
that
could
be a good thing. That could be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's it actually set up by? Is it set up? Do you say it's set up by the council, or is it that the council have stopped funding it? Sorry.
Well, tourism organisation Visit Isle of Wight has been urged to revive the next one because the Isle of Wight Labour Party has as well, because the council decision shows how drastic government cuts now and are with the council losing its capacity to support our tourist industry. So yes, it was local.
Yeah.
It was the local council that.
It can only be a good thing, surely.
Yeah.
That's what I can say.
Well, I thought so.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think it would cost that much to organise or publicise, would you?
It shouldn't cost anything, should it?
Unless they had a volunteer. If they could do it on a volunteer basis.
Yeah.
I'm just working out solutions, but yeah, they could do it on a volunteer basis because I'm sure there'll be people that have volunteered to run it or set it up, etc., etc. Maybe.
Yeah. If you're doing a walk, why should it cost anything? Why should it cost anything to put your shoes on and take?
Because it's nature, isn't it? It's free to go out. Yeah.
Yeah. Why should it? There's public footpaths. There's. Why can't people use those, and why should there be a cost behind it?
You pay enough for everything as it is already.
Well, I can't get my head around why everything is not funded anymore. Where's this money going?
The government are becoming
austerity.
more involved with their luxury of living. There's all these cutbacks so the politicians become more comfortable and greedy on their own personal levels. That's where a lot.
I knew somebody was going to say that.
I didn't say that. I would have said it, but not quite like that. I would have said it a little bit more diplomatic, but yeah. I just can't understand where all this money is going.
Well, I often think, surely, if it's austerity, cutting back on this, cutting back on that, and surely there must have been some extravagance and waste before. If suddenly now it's just cutbacks, surely that means there was some mismanagement or waste or overspending before.
Or they now have more expenses.
Well, put it this way, when you queue up in a shop these days, whether it's the Sainsbury or Tesco Express perhaps, or the post office or anything, any of the banks, where there used to be sort of 4 or 5 people, 6 people or so behind the kiosk checkouts, whatever, you get 1 or 2 now, and it's clearly obvious what's going on and what the meaning is behind this. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know what is going on. And it's been building up that situation a lot in the past 10 years or so, very, very noticeably.
So you think this automation is a bad thing, and it's showing a direction that we're going in, which is not good?
It's definitely affecting balance and speed. Nobody likes to be held up in a queue for longer than they do, and this is something that is happening a great deal now.
Do you generally avoid those self-service checkouts then, Mike?
As a rule, I do. I have been known to scan my own items from time to time, but obviously, generally,
I love them.
But yeah. But as I say,
I love fast
I think they're a great idea.
I love fast lanes. Please put your item back. Beep. Do you want to bag this item? No. Right? Beep.
That sounds just like Tesco.
Can't understand the weight of this or
Yeah.
something. Well, that's another one.
Anything
Yeah,
anything under 1 kilo, and it wants to know what it is you've scanned, and it.
Please bag the item.
And then you have to, and then it wants to know if you've got a loyalty card, of course.
And do you know what annoys me? Is when it asks me for ID. Do I look like I need to be asked for ID?
Oh yeah, tell me.
I know, but it's an automated machine. It cannot tell you.
Well, why don't it count?
Well, I
Why
bought
can't it count the wrinkles on your head? You go, he's over 60, he's over 80.
Excuse me, I'm nearly 50. You know.
Doesn't work like that. Remember, it's about automation nowadays.
But no,
I mean, I generally, avoid those machines like the plague, to use a cliche, unless I'm genuinely in a mad dash. Otherwise, I'll always go for the human being.
Oh, I don't. I do
Those
go for the
machines, to me, are just
but how
pure
do you,
evil.
How do you know you're going to a human being? How do you know you're going to a human being?
Could be a human, Android, could be. Going back to the previous
You're not
topic.
talking about phones either there.
No, no.
Sometimes people are like robots. They look at you and can I help you, please? Seriously.
And an unexpected item in bagging area. I mean,
That's a favourite of mine.
I used to like it, as you said on the underground trains. Stand clear of the closing door, please. Mind the gap.
we've got some impersonations coming up haven't we, later in the show, Mike.
Yeah.
So getting back to the Isle of Wight Walking Festival, do we think, contrary to abolishing this, we should be having surely festivals like this all over the country? That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting people together to walk.
like Mike was saying, there used to be the old Ramblers clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
And that used to be a
I'm
big
sure
thing.
they're still, are they not still?
I've not heard of them for a while.
I think there is.
Is there?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I was at boarding school in Devon, we used to love our weekend walks as a
Funny,
group.
because I was at a
And we
boarding
really
school in
enjoyed it
I
Devon
love
as
walking.
well.
We really enjoyed it.
Hang on.
Country lanes, old buildings. You don't see people out walking in groups.
I didn't know you were at a boarding school in Devon.
Not a
That's
lot.
coincidence.
No.
You
Last time I saw was a picture on the internet. Not actually
You
seeing.
don't see groups.
That's
of people
because
out.
everyone's inside now playing on their Xboxes and
Modern technology.
there you go. Yeah, there we go. Back to that one.
It destroys.
Yeah. Kids especially, get kids out.
Yeah.
That's a huge, get kids out.
There's a big obesity problem
Right,
with kids at the moment. All that
exactly.
junk food they're eating.
That is the generation that we need to concentrate on in this
know.
country, is to get them out and get those.
Issues tackled.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Well, staying on the Isle of Wight politics now, and a letter to the Isle of Wight County Press from Michael Lilly in Ryde. Did you know that the Isle of Wight has official recognition as an island by Brussels, but by Westminster it's deemed politically to be just another county? Mr. Lilly wants the island to have more self-reliance and build its own sustainable future, not so reliant on petitions to and handouts from Westminster. Mr. Lilly emphasises, however, that he's not putting forward independence for the island, but for island status and recognition. So what difference does it make anyway, whether the island has county or island status? Let's see how well our panellists have read this article.
Mark, Jonathan, I was just thinking a number of years ago when we knew Michael Reeve, who was doing some political work on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, we can talk. Yes,
Yeah,
you're going to tell us
that
more
was
about that later. Yeah. So, at the moment, the Isle of Wight is recognised only as another county
Yeah.
by the British government, by the EU, by Brussels, whilst we're still in the EU. We won't go into that right now.
Yeah.
They recognise the Isle of Wight as an island. What difference does it make? I mean, if you were an islander, would this matter to you?
I was just thinking, well, surely if they get that status, I know that's an island, but then every other county is going to want some type of independent status.
Yeah.
Then surely that would
Because
follow.
the Isle of Wight for a number of years was registered part of Hampshire.
Yeah.
It was.
I still thought it was.
No,
There's my ignorance of it.
It's got PO postcodes.
Yeah.
Now, it maybe giving them some independence is probably a good thing. Maybe. I know I get charged enough for shipping over there.
There's
being-
a costly stretch of water. in the world.
Being a PO postcode, maybe they should have their independence.
Well, in a nutshell, this is what Mr. Lilly's saying, that they have some unique issues and a situation which is unique simply because they're separated from the mainland by water. So you mentioned
It's
shipping
import,
costs,
import,
and you
very
know,
costly
import, export.
stretch of water ahead.
and they want to be more self-sufficient, and they don't want to have to rely so much on Westminster, and they don't want to have to. So they want a bit more independence, but they're not seeking to break away as such.
Back in the
Isn't
80s,
that
it was
both?
big. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, no, go on.
No, go.
I'll say, but isn't that almost having your cake and eating it, though? They want some things, but then they don't want other things. Well, that's what they're saying, isn't it? They want some things, but they don't want other things. So
You're going to add something?
either have it or don't.
No, I'm just enjoying this particular conversation.
Back in the 70s and 80s, that was quite a good farming industry over there, and I mean, I've said this many a time about the Isle of Wight. It's quite primitive over there, but it's lovely.
It is lovely, yeah. I haven't been
You
there for a
know, I
while.
could spend a month over there and probably still not see everything.
I went there in
And-
1976, if I remember right.
Yeah, I remember. It was the
Mr.
drought.
That's when I was born.
Yeah. Mr. Lilly's on about giving the island legal rights to manage effectively so we can control transport costs and work towards sustainability in energy, food production and economically. Not calling for independence, but he'd like to see an Island Act which would clearly define the Isle of Wight as an island and which clarifies our economic and social issues relating to us being an island. And the Isle of Wight Green Party is discussing this and you know, these plans for more self-management and
I wonder why they feel like they need it.
self-sufficiency. So I just imagine we could do a whole half an hour just on that.
Would that be classed as still part of the UK though? If those, I know I'm sounding a bit
Well,
dense now, but would that be classed as part of the UK?
According to the angle that's put forward in that letter anyway, but I'm sure we'll be coming back to that. If you've got news that we should be talking about, then do contact us on our email, talk@thatsolent.com, or send us a tweet using #TalkSolent. Back with you again very shortly for more discussion and banter.